This is Chef Huddleston, and I'm back. I'm here tonight sharing these stories and cooking and sharing advice just like our mothers and grandmothers used to. Tonight, I am so excited to be able to tell you guys that I get to actually sit on my patio porch. I've been wanting to sit out here for months, but the mosquitoes have been at war with me, running me off the patio that I pay the rent for every month. Finally, I've beat them at their own game. But as I sit out here, I can't help but to think about my mother-in-law. I sit back in my nice comfy chairs with my umbrella let out with the solar lights going, listening to the bugs chirping in the background. And I can't help but to think about my mother-in-law. Just as bad as I wanted to sit out here, there was a time when I wanted to really, really learn how to cook for my husband, my family. And every evening, I would sit with my mother-in-law in her kitchen, and I would watch her. I would study her. She would pull her pots and pans out, and I would watch her boil the water that had potatoes in it, and afterwards she would cream those potatoes and add butter and milk and salt, and they would be all creamed up. Then she would take the pot roast that she had cooking from earlier that day that had slowly cooked all day long, and she would take a fork and she would shred it to small little pieces. I would watch her. I couldn't help but to watch her as she poured the gravy on top of the pot roast. I was just mesmerized, and I would ask her questions and she would give me advice. I just desired to feed my husband the way that she fed her family. I can remember what her kitchen looked like. They lived in this. They lived on this piece of land, and the home looked like a log cabin. And her kitchen had this. It was really, really country, and her kitchen had this picnic table on the inside of it. And I remember sitting at that picnic table, and I would just watch her cook. And afterwards, I would go home and I would imitate everything that I saw her do because I wanted so badly to be able to cook for my family. I would go home and I would imitate the pot roast and practice shredding it with the fork and practice making the gravy to pour it on top to feed my family. I just want to say tonight, I've been at war with these mosquitoes, but I didn't give up. The Word of God tells us that we have dominion over the animals. That means we should not let the animals run us off from the thing that we love most. I love being able to sit out here and just enjoy the night air and grill food and light candles, and this is my little safe haven. But just as the same as I have not given up on being able to relax out here, I didn't give up on learning how to cook for my husband. There are some other women out there and some men out there that may want to cook for their spouse. You have dominion over your kitchen when you cook with a purpose. Let the love that you have for your spouse become your why. The why that gives you the confidence, that gives you the motivation, that gives you the drive to make things turn out right. I want you guys to stay tuned because boy, do I have a perfect special recipe for you. This is Chef Huddleston. Till next time.